You don't have to let him get under your skin.
What do you mean let him get under my skin? He just wished my father dead. Do you understand what that means? The only thing he's interested in is the money. Hence why he wanted my father to write the will so that we could fight over it.
And you don't know your brother by now. You should know that he's a very selfish person. What did you just say?
Hey, Mom! Why would you slap my wife?
I don't slap him! No, Ma, no, I'm not going to allow it. You can't hit my husband. Yes, he's your son, but this is my husband and you cannot slap him right in front of me. That is disrespectful. So you're now coming between mother and son, right? That's not what I'm doing here. But I'm saying, if you have more slaps to give, the person that should be getting it is Prince. I'm sorry, Mother, but if you had spanked him a few times while growing up, I'm sure you would have turned out a better man. How dare you insult my son? I'm not insulting him, I'm only stating the fact. What? Mom, why are you doing this? You are their mother. You're supposed to be bringing this family together, not tearing it apart. Why do you always take his side over Joe's? This is your son as well. Why do you always make him beg for your love and attention? Constantly seeking your validation. When will it end, Mom? When? He might be my son, but I don't consider him as one. He has caused me so much pain and unhappiness. The person I consider to be my son is Prince and his beautiful wife. And let me tell you something, Joe. Next time you lay those filthy fingers on my lovely, handsome, gorgeous son, you will get it hot with me. Seriously, babe, I think we should start talking about making babies.
I mean, I don't have a problem with making babies, but I need to know how many kids you want to have first.
Okay, maybe 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Yes.
2 or 3 kids, are you serious?
Yes, I am.
I was thinking that maybe you'd be leaning towards having like 7, 8 kids. Yeah, we can have a whole family.
Okay, I have a better idea. Let's make it 24.
Come on, stop.
I'm serious.
Come on now.
Since you want kids all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, little us, little me's, and little you's running around. We'll have a big family. To be beautiful. I mean, one would be a doctor, another one would be a banker, another one would be into import and export. We'll have an Elon Musk in the family. You know, things like that.
And how many are you going to help me carry?
Now I can just be rubbing your back and saying,
"Sir,
you're doing well."
You see your life? Seriously, babe, 3 is fine, so that we use our resources to give them the best of everything. Quality education, give them the best life. Or if you have 6 or 7 or 8, who will raise them?
We'll have to raise them, baby. Come on. I mean, I'm sure we can handle 7 kids.
Can't be serious. I'm sure you're just pulling my legs.
The more the merrier. Come on now.
Okay. Why don't we just start with 1?
With 1?
How it goes.
Okay, I'm ready to start with 1.
Right now?
Let's guess right now.
You don't waste time, do you?
Oh.
Imagine 7. You're right. Very funny.
Hello? What? Okay, I'll be on my way.
Who was that?
My dad is in the hospital.
Hospital?
Yes. We have to go.
Okay, sure. Dad, you gave us a big scare. God forbid something bad had happened to you. Dad, you need to be more careful. You need to start looking out for yourself and taking care of yourself. And you should know that we are here for you, to take care of you. In fact, you should move in with us. That way, we can monitor your diet and make sure that you're always taking your medication at the right time. Okay?
I have worked so hard. made a good name and a lot of money for myself. So I don't see why I cannot enjoy myself in peace.
You know, Dad, that's the irony of life. You spend all your time making money. And by the time you have made all this money, you can't even enjoy it because you spend that same money taking care of yourself. You should be looking after your health, Dad.
Wait, Angel. What are you people doing? So your intention is to come here and take my husband to your house so you can give him medication and proper food. So what do you think I'm doing? Are you insinuating that I'm not taking care of my husband?
That's not what I'm saying. Look at what just happened. This is a sign for all of us to come together and show support and look after you both. You're not getting any younger. You can move in with him as well. That way we can look after you. And the best way we'll do that is if you're close to us.
Now I'm an academic, right?
Call Prince. Tell him to come with his wife. Let us spend a weekend together. Probably a week. Let us come together.
No. Good. We never discussed that. I mean, why would you do that?
My daughter, I have decided that from here, we'll go into your house.
I don't get it. You want us, Prince and I, to move into his house. The house is not even comfortable. Eh? They'll just cramp us in there. It would have been better if we were going to Prince's house. Then we'll be happy and more relaxed.
That doesn't make any sense, Mama. We all know that our house is way bigger and spacious and more comfortable than Prince's house. Please, we are more than capable, and Joe here is even more successful. He can shoulder the responsibility of taking care of everyone in the house at once.
Are you insulting my son?
Just stating the fact, because it's obvious that your son is not buoyant enough to take care of everybody at once.
Your wife is talking too much. And I will not take it!
No, Mom, I think it's okay. Dad has the right to stay wherever he wants to stay.
Call Prince. Tell him to come. That is my decision.
Mommy, welcome. Daddy, welcome. I'll just take your things to the room and get it ready.
Oh, I hope it's the master bedroom.
We are staying in the master's bedroom, ma.
So, what do you expect us to say? The guest room? No, it's not going to work.
You want us to go and stay in the master's bedroom?
Oh, so they're the ones that invited us. I didn't invite myself. And if truly you're a good son, you should ensure your parents stay in the master bedroom.
Mom, does it really matter whichever bedroom you stay in?
Of course it does. Why would you even ask that? The master bedroom is for the owners of the house. Mom, you're only just visiting. You don't expect me to move my things to the guest room just for you to move in. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Baby, please, calm down. Okay?
Calm down.
My daughter, please, take me to my room. Okay. I need to rest my head. Guest room.
this girl.
Babe, really? Really, babe? So if I hadn't said anything, you would have just stood there and watched your mom compel me into moving out of my own matrimonial bed just so that she can come in and be comfortable, right?
Babe, please, what does it matter? It doesn't matter where anybody sleeps, really. It's just a bedroom.
Wait, did you just say it doesn't matter? Of course it matters. This is our room. This is our space. How can someone just come to my home and have me move to the guest room? Does that even make sense to you? Why are you saying this?
Look, babe, I know how it must be for you, but Angel, you know me. And you know I don't like to get into quarrels or get my hand dirty with all these kind of fights. I don't like it, but my mother in turn, she can't stop. She pretty much expects this to happen every single time. And all I'm trying to do here is to avoid it. Please.
I know you. I know you don't like it this way, there's no peace. I know all you're trying to do is make sure there's peace in this house, but you should understand that I deserve some respect and this is my room. I love your family. And Lord knows I love and respect your mom like mine, but I also deserve some respect from your family, don't you think?
It's okay. It's okay.
Hello, Prince. How are you? Prince. I just arrived here now. And I would love you to come over with your wife, Priya. Please, I beg of you. Your father insists. You know how we can be. And as you're coming, just know that you're not spending less than 1 week in this place. I need you to come ASAP because there's no way I can stay here alone. I'm feeling choked already. At least when you're here, there'll be something to make me happy. All right. See you then. I miss you. Bye. Thank God. Prince will be coming. And he will show that Joe that he is richer than he is. And as for that, his wife, the parrot, I'm sure Priya will deal with her. I can't wait. Hello? Is this what I'm having for dinner?
Yes, Mom. This is what I prepared for dinner.
Really? Well, I want pounded yam and egusi soup.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me, pounded yam and egusi soup. And when I ask for pounded yam, I mean the one you pounded yourself, not the one you will pound with that machine that is in your kitchen.
No, I'm sorry, ma, but I don't know how to pound yam.
Alice, you know your daughter-in-law cannot pound. And what's the difference between pounded yam from the mortar and pounded yam from the machine?
Oh, a lot of difference. The one she would pound will be tastier, while the one that comes from the machine is poisonous.
Mom, look, Angel cannot pound yam. Anytime she tries to do that, her shoulder starts to hurt. And this is the reason why I bought the machine, so she can use it.
Really? You call this one a wife? I said pounded yam. I didn't ask her to pound stone. All of a sudden her shoulders are hurting. Please, I need pounded yam with egusi soup. I don't know what this one is.
Alice, you are a woman. We're all humans. And you know she cannot pound yam. She doesn't have the capacity to pound yam because of her health challenge. Well, if you want want it badly, why don't you do it yourself? Eh? Come to think of it. You eat pounded yam sparingly in the house. Maybe twice in 3 months, once in, at most once in a month.
Well, this is the once in a month.
Please, Dad, it's fine. If that's what she wants to eat, I'll make it for her.
No, you will not. You're not going to pound yam by this time.
Well, what's the meaning of this? Is this how she controls you? That is why I call you useless. She tells you what to do and what not to do. And you'll be just hopping up and down. Pounded yam is what I want.
Please, it's not a problem. It's okay. If that's what you want to eat, I'll make it for you.
Babe, what? You can't be serious.
Please.
While I wait for the pounded yam. What is this?
You asked for pounded yam and egusi. That's pounded yam and that's egusi soup.
There's no way I am drinking this oil or eating this nonsense called pounded yam. You can eat it. Look at what you pounded. Pounded yam.
Mama!
Catch this. Hey, what?
Mama!
Thank you for food.
Mom, this wasn't necessary. If you don't like the food, you would have just told her.
You, Joe, you have encouraged your wife to disrespect me and insult me.
Good morning, Mama. I hope you slept well.
I can never sleep well under the same roof with you.
Mom, I don't understand. Did something happen this morning?
Your wife disrespected me. I told her to stay back and welcome my son that is coming in today. But she ignored me and left for work. I mean, what is she working for?
Mom, come on, please. In a corporate setting, she can't just take leave. She has to go to work and take proper leave. But Mom, Prince has been here before. Why do we have to throw him a party?
It's my son we're talking about.
I see. And What am I to you? Am I not also your son? Is there something that I've done that made you hate me so much, Mom?
Listen, I came here to tell you something and I think I'm done with it. Next time your wife tries this kind of thing, in short, I think she should try and come back early to welcome my son. Else, there will be trouble.
Whatever you are doing, whatever you are doing, guy, respect your wife. Respect your wife in that home. I don't know what your mother, I don't even know the mission of that woman in that house. I don't know her mission. But bro, you need to start speaking like a man. Guy, your calmness is too much. It vexes me.
Bro, come on. Don't you think I know this already? You've known me since I was a child. Look, the only thing I want from my mother is her to call me her son. I would go to any length and to the ends of the world to do anything for that woman. And all I want in return is for her to just acknowledge me and call me her son lovingly. Is that too much for a son to ask of a mother?
It's too much. It is too much. I don't even know how to confuse you again or to even make your eyes open to see the reality of life. That this woman doesn't love you as a mother. Imagine, since you were a kid, this woman plays prince before you. In everything you do, you are always wrong. But you don't always see this thing. I don't even know why you don't always see it. Guy, the only two people on this earth that loves you is your wife and your father. Your mother, I don't even know where that woman came out from. I'm still trying to analyze where she came out from. Jesus.
You know, in all of this, I have a mother. And yet I am yearning for a mother. If it wasn't for my father, I'm sure I'd have grown up as an orphan.
See, I don't even know what to say to you again. But guy, focus on making that woman happy. Focus on making your wife happy. Because if you lose the love and support of that woman...
I understand what you're saying, bro. I really do understand you. And now that Prince is arriving, things are even going to get more messier.
That's exactly my point. My point now is, don't allow that messy thing near your wife. Let it not near your wife, Protect that woman in that house, Yeah, I've told you.
Even if the world comes down crashing on you, baby, I'll still love you. Even on my last day on earth, and I got nothing to give, I'll still love you. No matter how hard.
Hold on, I'll get it. Coming.
I'll love you.
Hey! Look at you! The real people are here!
Yes, Mama! You look so beautiful!
Go in! You're welcome!
Hey!
Good to see you!
What? That's Mama!
What do you expect?
Oh.
The real people are here! Hello everyone else, the real people are here! My sugar pumpkin!
Hey, Mommy.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, man, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. What's up? You good?
Yes, I'm well.
Yeah.
So, how is everyone?
Oh, everyone is fine. You're welcome.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking Mama.
Beg your pardon? I don't understand.
What is it that you do not understand? Always poking your nose into what doesn't concern you. Look, just carry the bag in and make them comfortable, okay?
I should do what?
I said carry the bag inside. Where are you? Carry this bag inside.
Okay, let me quickly drop my bag inside. I'll be back.
Oh, my baby girl, you take your time.
Enter the small bag in the car. Okay, just don't worry, go pick the rest, alright?
Don't worry, she'll pick them.
You know what? I miss you so much.
And I missed you more, my puchikachi pululu. No, you know, I've been okay, but now you're here. Oh, look at you, looking more handsome. I love that.
Yeah, I get some glasses and look pink.
Ah, yeah. Pink, yeah.
I hope our toiletries are here. I have a particular brand I use. I don't just use any kind of toiletries.
I'm sure whatever brand you use can be found in the supermarket down there.
Yes, you're right. Here, I go to the supermarket. I will send you a list of things to buy for me.
Excuse you? I should go to the supermarket and buy stuff for you?
Yes, is anything wrong with that?
Yes, everything is wrong with that. Priya, do you realize that I'm older than you? You just got here and you're already sending me on an errand. Don't you have respect? Is this how poorly you were raised?
It's not about who is older than who. Please, collect the money and go and buy what she needs. What's your problem? No, what exactly is your problem?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not going to do that. When you're settled in, you can go and get yourself your toiletries.
I did not know I was coming here to be insulted. I left my husband's house. I left our mansion. I came to this place just to be insulted. Look at the room. It's so small. The bed is so tiny. Oh, Mom, I'm here because of you. I'm here because of you.
It's okay. Later, you take off your shoes and you walk down the street and get what you need.
Mama, you know I can't walk.
I can't do it for you, so you have to do it for yourself. Let's just pretend like, we don't know that you can do it yourself. We'll go shout at her. And you! Where's she?
What's the problem? What's wrong?
Your mom insulted me.
My mom insulted you?
Yes.
Why?
Because of that Priya. Can you imagine that brat taking out money from her purse and giving it to me to go to the supermarket to buy toiletries for her? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that little girl sending me in my own house?
Look, I don't think Priya would do such a thing. Maybe because they just came and she's tired.
Oh, really? Is that all you have to say? She's tired. Then at least you should have been nice about it. I would have gone. You know me. I would go. But she was rude. She was clearly rude. And you know that I'm not even her mate. And I refused, of course. And instead of your mom to caution her, she jumped in and started insulting me. Look, Joe, I know you're a man of peace. You don't like wahala. But please, I beg you, use that energy to hold your family. I know why I'm keeping quiet too. It's because of you that I'm keeping quiet. If not, that little brat cannot even face me. And warn her. Tell your mother to warn her. The next time she tries to get on my nerves, she's not going to like me at all.
So, Dad, how have you been? Business, family, everything?
Well, Dad, I have been good. Business is doing so well, and of course, family is amazing. Everything is perfect. But the economy is really tough, Dad. Really tough. Yeah, but we trust God for better days because we keep pushing to make sure we make ends meet. Yeah. Dad, I have so many businesses that I attend to. Yeah, so many businesses. With that, I need to make so many calls, attend so many meetings and conferences. And all of these actually take my time a lot. And it makes it look like I don't check up on you, but you are always in my heart. All the time.
Very important.
Yes.
Very important.
And I'm even supposed to travel out of the country, Dad. Yes, I have some foreign counterparts and business partners that I work with. Yes, I'm supposed to travel from Brazil to Switzerland. From there, I go to Australia. From Australia to Peru and just go to different countries. Because I'm trying to expand my business. I really want to do so well in life, Dad. Yes, I'm trying to make sure everything is perfect. But you called. And God, I had to postpone everything because of you. You know I love you so much. That's why I'm here.
Wonderful.
Yes, Dad.
I can see your business is booming.
Of course, Dad. Why would it boom? You are a successful businessman. Why would I be? And Dad, you know that anything I set my eyes on, I put my heart to it. You taught me so well. You're successful. Why won't I be successful, Dad? Dad, come to think of it, I think it's about time we fly abroad for proper treatment, checkup. Because I don't know what these Nigerian doctors are doing. I don't know. I just don't get it.
Son, if I wanted to go abroad, I would have done so. You know your father is not a poor man.
Yeah, I know that.
And come to think of it, we have some of the world's best practitioners around here. So I'm getting the best care possible.
No, Dad. But you know, it won't make any sense for people to know that you, a very wealthy man, my father died in Nigeria. It won't make any sense, Dad. That's why we need to fly abroad for treatment and proper checkup, and of course from there, who knows?
So, you would rather I died abroad?
Dad, why are you like this? Old people. Look, Dad, this is the Gen Z generation. You know, when people know that your dad died abroad, it comes with a lot of steez, swag. Your dad is dead, yes, where? Abroad. That means we've spent so much to take you there. That's steez, Dad. You know how we do it these days.
So, it won't bother you that I am going to die?
Oh, well, Dad, death is an inevitable end. We are all going to die. I am going to die.
True.
You're going to die. Mom is going to die. Even the gates man, everybody's going to die. So it's nothing really. But Dad, I miss you. I miss you so much. I'm glad to be back home and spend time with you.
I miss your steez.
Dad! Sorry.
What nonsense is this? What kind of tasteless food is this?
Tasteless? What do you mean by that?
Wait, is this the kind of food you cooked to welcome them with? And you invited us to come over to your house. Is this what we will be eating?
What is wrong with this? It's tasty.
Well, I wasn't expecting anything different from you. I knew you would always say the food is tasty because it was prepared by Angela, even if she feeds us with poison.
Well, so you can't even make a proper meal. You can't cook a good food for us to eat. At your age, and you're married to my brother. Can you imagine this nonsense? Yeah? I think you should go for a proper cooking class because this is rubbish. And don't think that the presentation itself is tacky, Mom. Can you imagine this?
Look at the portion, like they're feeding a little child.
You has just insulted the effort of your daughter-in-law and you're supporting this injustice. mark my word, Angel can really cook. She's a very good cook.
Thank you, Dad.
I think Angel is the best cook I have ever seen. Other than her, I don't think I've seen a better cook.
Excuse me? Are you trying to say she's a better cook than your mother?
Mom, that's not what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is she has been toiling in the kitchen ever since she got back from work. She's cleaned the house and made sure that all the guest rooms are clean. But I don't think it's fair that she'll be receiving names and insults from Priye that cannot even put on a gas cooker.
Do not insult me.
You guys should enjoy your meal. And if you don't like it, leave it behind. Or better still, go and fix yourselves a plate.
Oh. Can you imagine, Mom? Someone we're trying to correct. Can you tell how horrible the food she made is? Instead for her to apologize to us, she's busy claiming right. And so she's and my brother is there supporting her. That's the problem I have with him. That's it. Just imagine what's this. You know what? I think I've lost my appetite and I can't eat this rubbish.
Well, if my son isn't eating this rubbish, then I will not eat this rubbish. Yeah.
You can't eat this rubbish. It's nonsense.
Priya, can we go upstairs?
I'll join you. Let me finish this.
Sorry guys, if you're not eating, you're losing. Enjoy yourself.
Nonsense. Sorry.
Sometimes I don't know what is wrong with Priya. She acts so stupid. Why did she leave the dining when we're living together? Why?
You know, I didn't want to scold her because they would have ended up laughing at me.
Just imagine.
It's crazy. She can be so stupid.
So silly.
And to think she was the one that brought up the idea that the food was tasteless. We all backed her, fought with her. And in the middle of the fight, she abandoned us. Making us look stupid, like we didn't know what we were doing.
She acts so silly sometimes.
You can say that again. So, how are you, son?
Well, I'm not fine. I'm very hungry.
I can imagine, because you didn't really eat much. So, would you like to have something to eat?
Yeah, I'll just order something online.
Okay.
Would you want some?
I'm actually very hungry. And that food she prepared looked so delicious.
So nice, Mom. So nice. But you know, we can't give her that impression.
Alright.
She'll start feeling like she's King Kong of the house. We can't make her feel like that. It's negative.
Anyway. Why are you not picking your call?
There's someone I borrowed money from to come here. He's asking for his money.
How much?
200,000. I told him I would give him, just be patient with me, but he refused. He's calling me since. Very nonsense human being.
What happened to your business?
There's no business anywhere, Mom. My business has collapsed. For a long time now, I've been struggling to eat, struggling to survive. It's been tough for me, Mom. I've just been trying to cover myself so I don't disgrace you or disgrace myself at the same time. And you know your daughter-in-law, that girl, she's something else, Mom. She's something else. She keeps asking for big things, high demands and the rest. She's the reason why I'm owing money up and down. She wants this, she wants that. My meeting is just frustrating. I'm so tired.
So this one calling you, is calling you like his life depends on the 200,000 naira.
He's a stupid human being, don't mind him. As I behave, it's like I'm holding his kidney.
So, how are you going to pay for the food that you're about to order?
That's why you're my mom now. You pay. That's why I asked if you eat. You said yes. Well, you pay now.
I'll pay.
As
always.
Let's person.
So what would you like to eat?
I'm any chance of order something. You pay. Funny, it's been you. Hello, Mama.
I need money. I need some money. And I need it urgently. And please, don't ask me what I'm using the money for. I need 1 million naira only.
Mom, I'm sorry, but we definitely are going to ask you what you need the money for. What do you need 1 million naira for? Are you owing someone?
Angel, please, calm down.
I'm calm, babe. You and I know that Mom and Dad are placed on his salary, so they don't lack anything. So we need to ask her what she needs the money for. Please tell us.
But that's true, Mom. I mean, you don't need the money. What do you need 1 million naira for?
Listen, it's either you give me the money or you don't. Either way you go, it's your business. But if you're going to give me the money, I need 1 million naira right away.
Okay, Mom. It's fine. I'll give you the money. I'll send it to you later this evening.
What? Busybody.
Babe, seriously?
Come on, babe. Why did you have to get involved?
Look, don't get me wrong. If the money was for her, then I will not complain, you know that. But I have a feeling she's collecting that money for someone else.
So what do you think? She's collecting the money to give it to Prince?
Of course. Why then is she asking you for $1 million all of a sudden?
But the last time I checked, Prince's business was doing well, so...
Wait. If you believe that your brother's business is doing well, then you don't know anything about him. That money is for Prince.
Look, anyway, none of this is my business. I'm just going to send her the money and she can do with it as she pleases.
Whatever.
So what are we talking about?
Nothing.
It's been years since we gathered like this. As you can see, time is not on my side. My health is deteriorating. But I have one dream. That dream to unite my family before anything goes wrong.
You keep talking about unity. Now, who do you want to unite? It's not possible to unite failure and progress.
Exactly, Mom. But he will not understand.
You know, Mom, for the first time, I agree with you because progress and failure can never be united. And we all know who the progressive son is and who the real failure is.
What's the meaning of that? Did you just insult my husband by calling him a failure?
That's okay. Let me tell you something, Angel. Success is not measured by the kind of money you've made, nor the kind of mansion you live in. You can't be called successful without a mother's blessing.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's what my dad is talking about. And why should we be talking about getting your blessings? Are you not supposed to bless your son?
Yeah. But she has every right to choose who she'll bless and who she'll curse, right?
Exactly.
She calls herself a mother. How ironic.
Yes, she's a mother. and she has the right to choose. Do you have any problem with that?
Oh, finally she's trying to make some sense. Of course there's a problem with a mother choosing to bless one son and curse the other. Who raised you?
Will you shut your mouth? Shut up! Who are you to get involved in this conversation?
You shut up!
Enough! What is wrong with you people? I make a statement and everyone's on fire? How do we make the peace?
But I told you, there's never going to be peace in this house. We can never ever be united. Never.
Listen, Dad. We can only live in peace if you at least write down your will. So we know who gets what. Write it down. So we can decide if we will live in peace or we will destroy everything.
What kind of a stupid statement is that? Forcing my dad to write his will? Do you wish him an early grave?
Hasn't he lived enough? What happens if he dies now? He's an old man, so just rest so we can know who gets what and just share the property and go separate ways.
That's a very stupid comment to make.
Don't insult me, please.
It's not insulting you. Are you wishing your father death? And is that why you came here to fight over his properties?
What else is he here for?
Anyway, there's no point fighting because it's obvious that from what the doctor says, he doesn't have long to live, and he himself has said it too. So why are we here fighting?
Are you trying to say what he said was correct?
Don't you dare talk to me in that manner.
And you don't dare talk to me in that manner. What are you talking about?
Don't even try it! If you try, I swear to God, I'm going to deal with you this morning.
I am not talking to you.
And I'm talking to you. Do not insult my mother. Don't even try it for 1 second. I will deal with you so much.
And what would you do?
I will punch you. You will do what? You punch you. I will wound you.
It's okay. It's okay.
He's your elder brother. Get out! You get out!
Nonsense.
Baby, are you hurt?
I'm going to kill somebody. I swear to God.
Calm down. Calm down, son.
Did you see that? Did you see what he did, Mom? Did you see what Joe did?
It's okay.
He hit me. He hit me like he has always had it in his mind to do so.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Just calm down, alright? Just listen to me and calm down.
This is why I don't like coming here, Mom. This is why I don't like coming to this place. I don't want all this insult.
It's okay.
What kind of useless elder brother is he? Why would he hit his younger brother? For what?
Calm down, okay? What he did is wrong, but I promise you I'm going to handle this. He's not going to get away with it. What kind of nonsense is this? Huh? Hitting you? No. I mean, he's your elder brother. He should be protecting you, not beating you up.
That's it.
Just calm down. And I thought you were strong. I'll be back.
Mom, please talk to him.
Calm down.
For what?
Babe. Please calm down. Babe. Prince is your younger brother. You don't have to let him get under your skin.
What do you mean let him get under my skin? He just wished my father dead. Do you understand what that means? The only thing he's interested in is the money. Hence why he wanted my father to write the will so that we could fight over it.
And you don't know your brother by now. You should know that he's a very selfish person.
Did I hear you? Huh? What did you just say?
Hey, Mom! Mom, why would you slap my wife?
I don't slap! No, Ma, no, I'm not going to allow it. You can't hit my husband. Yes, he's your son, but this is my husband and you cannot slap him right in front of me. That is disrespectful.
So you're now coming between mother and son, right?
That's not what I'm doing here. But I'm saying, if you have more slaps to give, the person that should be getting it is Prince.
I'm sorry, mother, but if you had spanked him a few times while growing up, I'm sure you would have turned out a better man. How dare you insult my son? I'm not insulting him, I'm only stating the fact. What? Mom, why are you doing this? You are their mother. You're supposed to be bringing this family together, not tearing it apart. Why do you always take his side over Joe's? This is your son as well. Why do you always make him beg for your love and attention? Constantly seeking your validation. When will it end, Mom? When? He might be my son, but I don't consider him as one. He has caused me so much pain and unhappiness. The person I consider to be my son is Prince and his beautiful wife. And let me tell you something, Joe. Next time you lay those filthy fingers on my lovely, handsome, gorgeous son, you will get it hot with me. As for you, sorry. Please stop. Take it to heart, okay? I'm sorry. Just ignore them. Okay.
Do you know you're a worthless person? A useless husband. You could not even fight your elder brother. Your elder brother that is older than you. You, with your youthful strength, you could not even beat him. I blame your mother. She's the one that has been spoiling you and making you feel like somebody when you are nobody.
Don't insult me, please. Don't.
And if I insult you, what will you do? Tell me! Did I lie? Money you don't have. Sense you don't have. Strength to fight you don't have. Fight will not happen outside and you'll be able to protect me. I would like to buy something that you will not be able to pay for it. Let me school you. I know you don't have a brain of your own. Now that we are in this house, use your mother and that useless love she has for you to take all the money you can from your brother. Because if you don't, I pity you. Because if we leave this place, I wonder what we're going to feed on.
You know, you think I'm worthless. You think I'm senseless. But you need to know that you are the reason we are bankrupt. You know that you're high spending and how you're demanding. That's why we're here. That's why we don't have money. You know that, right?
I am not. You have always known from the beginning that I am an expensive person.
Yeah.
But yet you said you still want to marry me. You said you cannot live without me, that I'm your life, I am your bread, this, that, yet.
Look, I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on something and I know that I'm going to get it sooner than expected. All I want you to do is calm down, calm your nerve. Don't add pressure to how I'm feeling already, please.
You have not seen what pressure is. Because if you see pressure, you will know what pressure is all about. Get me the life I want and spend on me the way I want you to spend on me.
Babe, if you do not stop being your mother's puppet, if you do not stop begging her to love you, she will continue to humiliate you and make you feel less of yourself. Since we met, you've been nothing but kind to everyone in this family. You've been practically begging your mother to love and accept you. But has she changed? No. Has she stopped being mean to you? No. Rather, she shows that love and affection to that your brother, even with his bad behavior. Look. Love is something that comes naturally. You don't have to beg for it, babe.
You know, it's easy for you to say because you were born into a family that loves you.
Same thing I'm trying to say. I didn't have to beg for it. It came naturally. I don't want to beg in for love. Did you see what happened out there? Everyone insulted you. Why? Why you? See, I will advise you channel this energy to the people that love and appreciate you instead of running after everyone in this family trying to get them to love you. It's not good at all. Okay? This is strange. It's okay. I love you.
I love you too.
You are my brother. We don't have nobody if we only got each other. All we need is one love and we stick together. Even though we don't see eye to eye, we always fighting. But bro, you are my brother. We don't have nobody if we only got each other.
From my experience, mothers should bring children up together, ignoring challenges, persuading the children to live together as one. But in this case, what I'm saying is different.
So, what are you insinuating? Are you saying that I'm the one causing the problem in this house? Huh?
Isn't it obvious? The way you brought up the children together as if they are enemies, making one more important or superior to the other. Do you think they will love each other?
It's all your fault. No, but it's all your fault. You started it. You started scattering this family. So I just quietly helped you to shatter it the more.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So where is forgiveness? You claimed you forgive, but you harbored it in your heart. So it's showing in the children. They cannot even stand each other. They cannot even hold a proper conversation without throwing punches at each other.
Maybe, just maybe, if you had shown Prince a little more love, we wouldn't be here talking about this. Yes, but what did you do? Oh, your love for Joe is so much that you got him to run your company. And what did you give Prince? Nothing.
But you know that's not true. I gave Prince the company to run at your insistence. But what did we get? We almost went bankrupt. Then I took the company from Prince and gave it to Joe. And the company is doing well again. And Joe has his own company and is doing well. And come to think of it, I opened another business for Prince. Like the other, it went down. The second company, it went down. Who knows what are the fourth company standing now?
Oh, leave all that one for me. All right?
Huh. Mama, good morning. Good morning, Ma. How are you?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I came to see my friend. We were supposed to go to the gym together.
You came here to see your friend. Or you're here to take from your friend.
I don't understand you. Take from my friend. I don't get.
No, you don't. You never would. Did he not tell you that his family is here?
Family? Yeah, he told me.
He told you. Are you part of the family? I just don't understand you people. Why can't you leave a young married man to stay peaceful in his house? But that's okay, I understand people like you. You come around for what you can get. You have breakfast, lunch and dinner. And after that, he dashes you money. What else do you want?
Mama, I don't understand you. What do you mean by I come here, eat breakfast and dinner, and he still gives me money? I have other things to do with my life.
Oh, no. You don't have anything to do with your life. You don't. Because if you did, you would be as successful as your friend. It's obvious you have nothing. So you keep following him around, and yet you're not making any headway. At the end of the day, you will still be underneath him.
Mama, what are you trying to insinuate?
What am I trying to insinuate? I will tell you. You see, if you have a friend that is richer than you, doing better than you, and he doesn't teach you the ropes, then there's a problem. Yes. It means he's using your star to function.
Good morning, Mom.
What is good about the morning?
I see that you're already entertaining my friend.
Well, he's been waiting for a while for you.
So do you want us to leave, or you want to continue taking advice from my mom? Your choice.
What's the meaning of that?
What I'm trying to say is it's not bad enough that you've isolated me and distanced yourself away from me. You've done the same to my brother, and now you want to do it to my friend. Anyway, it's alright. See you later.
Mama, thank you for the advice. I think with a mother like you, he doesn't need any other enemy. You came in full package. No disrespect anyways.
You're a fool. Keep hopping behind him. Hopper.
Pray. I'm going to the market. I would like you to give Papa his medicine. The prescription is written on the drug. Please don't forget, it's very important. Thank you.
My mood is sick. I'm not taking him today.
Chief! Somebody help! Chief! Somebody help! Joe! Chief! Are you... God! Is that...
I mean, I don't understand this. But he was fine earlier.
He probably didn't take his medicine. And, you know, Angel is actually responsible for his medication.
Babe, look, what's going on here? How's Papa? I heard he was rushed to the hospital. What actually happened?
Did you give him his medicine?
No, I should be asking Priye. Did you give him his medicine?
But you are the one responsible for his medication.
That's true. But I was leaving for the market and I instructed Priye to give him the medicine. I even told her what to do. Priye, did you give him the medicine?
What kind of stupid question is that? How do I know the medicine to give him?
So you didn't give Dad his medicine, and he is in this situation because of you.
That's the kind of wife you left in the house. She couldn't even meet up with her responsibility that she brought upon herself.
You know, this is so disgusting and irresponsible of you, Angel. Listen to me. If anything happens to my dad, swear you will be held responsible for me.
Held responsible for what exactly? That I let
an adult in the house and instructed her on what to do? Why is no one even asking her why she didn't give Papa the medicine? Why?
But if you knew that you were going to go out, you should have given your father-in-law his medication before leaving.
We ran out of food stuff. That was the perfect time for me to go to the market to buy them. So that you will come and rain insult of me and ask me why I didn't make dinner on time? Is that what this is? What is actually going on here?
Look, that's not what we're trying to say. That's not what we're trying to say.
I don't care what anyone is trying to say at this point. I don't! Look, I will not take responsibility for this one thing. I will not! Will I die for you all? What is all this? Am I your maid? Am I your slave? I'm always running around like a headless chicken in that house trying to meet everyone's demand. Just this one time I asked you to do something and you didn't do it. Now you want to put it in my head. I will not take it this time. I will not. It's you that's talking, Mama. Is he not your husband? Why didn't you check on your husband? What were you doing in the house that you could not give your husband medication? And now he's here. You want to blame it on me?
You're trying to pin your irresponsibility on somebody, right?
That's what she's trying to do. Obviously, that is what she's trying to do. It's alarming, Mom. It is alarming. It is. So, are you trying to say that everybody should help you do what you're supposed to do, your duty, your responsibility? Is that what you're trying to say?
He's your dad, isn't he?
I'll tell you something, my dear young girl. Headless chicken like you call yourself. If anything happens to my husband, I'll end the statement there for now.
Hey. It's okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have talked to you like that.
It's okay, I'm sorry for lashing out. That's right, just that I'm tired. It's like trying to frustrate me.
I know. I'm sorry, okay?
Is you okay?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'm sorry.
You are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love and we stick together. Even though we don't see eye to eye, we always fight. But bro, you are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love and to stick together. Even though we don't see eye to eye, we always fighting. But bro, you are my brother. Oh.
So, Dad, you're back home again. It's a good thing to have you back. Yeah. But I was thinking, don't you think it's about time you write down the will so we know what it is worth? We know how to go about everything you have, because just imagine what happened. You got us scared and worried. What if something had happened to you? What if you had died from there? What if? So just write down the will so we know what it is worth and what I get and what Mama and the rest of people get.
You might want to watch your mouth when you talk like that.
Or what? I don't get. What is wrong with you? Why are you so pained? Why does truth hurt you so bad? He mentioned it himself, that he is not feeling too well. He can go anytime. Or shouldn't we be practical in life? What is wrong with you, Joe? What?
Look, just because I keep quiet doesn't mean I have to take this rubbish from you. My dad is going to live long. And nobody is sharing his property.
Don't forget he's also my dad. Yeah. And it's so easy for you to say because you are sitting on the property already. So easy for you to say. You need more time. More time to pack more things to yourself before you write down his will, right? Dad, write it down. Let's know what's up. There's no time for all this split drama.
Prince, do not let me curse you. Because if I do, you will die before me.
Dad, I'm still very young. It's not possible.
Of what good will it be for a father if he buries his own children? That's why I'm looking at you.
It's okay. It's all right, okay? I mean, we're just coming back from the hospital. Everyone should calm down.
Then talk to your son because he's actually beginning to sound like a rat.
Do you notice something, husband? Did he say anything wrong?
No. I said enough, okay?
Dad, please let me take you inside to rest.
Please.
Sorry, sir.
Mom, why did you do that?
Knocking some sense into your head. Into your senseless head. I mean, what was all that you were doing? You went on and on about the will. Why would you do that? Now everyone is seeing you as a gold digger. If anything happens to your father, you will be the first suspect.
Mom, I don't care. Does it look like I care? The old man never loved me. All he cares about is his first son, so nobody should bother me, please.
No, it still doesn't matter. The man is sick already. Do you want to push him into his grave? Allow him to live a bit. When he's ready, he will die. Who knows? He might even pack up the coming week.
Yeah, Mom, why don't you talk to him about it? Talk to him about it.
About which will?
The will.
He has already written his will.
Yes.
Yes.
What's my share? Who gets what?
He did not consult me before writing his will. We'll get to know when he dies and the will is read. Then we'll know who gets what.
Let's just get this thing over and done with. Let him go so we know.
Watch your mouth, young man. Watch your mouth. He's your father.
Yeah, I know. But he loves Joe more than me, so if not for your love now, where will I be?
Do you really blame him?
I've been waiting for the day, a day to take a place in your heart, to see me through your eyes.
Hi, Mama. Mama, good afternoon, Ma.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm about to see my sister. I was posted here for my, service. So I'll be staying here while I work.
Really?
Yes, Ma.
Does this place look like an orphanage to you? Where every motherless child walks in and gets accommodation?
Ma, I don't understand.
You don't understand? We already have one problem, who happens to be your sister. Now you want to add to it. Will you get out of my house?
What are you trying to say?
I said get out of this house immediately. Get out! Foolish people everywhere. As if her sister is not enough problem, she too wants to come here and serve. I mean, does this place look like a government outfit? Idiot.
Wait. So it's true. What do you mean by you were locked out?
Your mother-in-law threw me out of the house and said I can't come in because here is an orphanage home.
Wait, you mean she referred to you as an orphan?
Exactly.
This is unacceptable. Just go inside. Take your bag. Mama, what is the meaning of this?
Why did you bring her back here? No, why did you bring her back here? Does this place look like an orphanage where little girls come in and find accommodation? Get out of here, now.
She's not leaving. She's my sister. She has every right to be here. She's also a part of this family.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
I can see. You brought her in to fight me, right? Oh, you both want to fight me? Ah, now I get the plan. Look at them. Hopeless people. Gold diggers. Looking for where to eat. Petch. That's what you are.
Enough! No, enough. I am not a gold digger.
To start with, this is my sister's house. And I have every right to stay in this house.
Really?
What are you doing here? No, don't you have your own house? Why are you occupying my sister's space?
Oh. Youth copper. That energy coming out from school. Eh? You think you're too much. You think you're all it. But I'll tell you something. You must leave this house. No, my son will soon be back.
Get your bag.
Not this Joe that I call
Your
his
next
son.
life.
Don't you do that.
Look
okay?
at her bum. Undersized pants.
I'm staying.
You will see. See. It's not working. It's not going to work. She must leave this place.
Don't tell me that this is what you have been going through.
You shouldn't have spoken to her like that, at least.
Yeah, she don't respect herself and she got what she wanted.
Still, we're not raised to disrespect our elders.
I know. I was outside for how many hours? I know.
Freshen up and come out to eat something, okay?
Sure, I will. Oh, finally I'm home.
You're back. Your sister-in-law is here. She came to see your wife. And guess what happened? She insulted me and almost slapped me.
Elena is here.
Elena is here. She needs to leave this place immediately.
But Mom, I don't think Elena would do such a thing. I mean, she's not a violent person and she'll never raise her hands to slap you.
Excuse me? So I am the violent person, right?
I never said that.
If I'm truly your mother, you would go in there and tell her to leave this house immediately.
Elena, you have to go and apologize to Mama. My husband just got back and he heard about it and he's pissed. Please, for peace to reign, go and apologize to her. He's waiting at the staircase.
Why will I apologize to her?
Now!
Sis!
No, I'm so sorry that I shouted at you earlier. I know what I did was wrong. Please forgive me.
I asked you to send her out of this house. Rather, you brought her here to beg. I do not need your apology. You would leave this house immediately.
Mom, please, she already apologized. Can you just let this go?
If you're truly my son, you would have done what I asked you to do. Elena, get out of my house.
Mom, she's on her knees begging you. And you still can't let this go?
I don't want that girl in this house. Get her to leave right now.
Mom, after all she did, she literally knelt down to beg you.
I cannot believe you, Joe. I mean, you have your mom, your dad, your brother, and your sister-in-law occupying every room in this house. I didn't complain. Then my sister shows up to visit for a short while and you and your mom want to send her away. Why? After everything I'm doing for them in this house, they practically turned me into a maid. I clean, I wash after them, I cook for them, and that is not even enough. Now you want my sister to leave. That's okay. she will go. But you know what? Once she leaves, I am living with her since you have decided to value your family over your own marriage.
Baby, come on, please. I don't value my family over this marriage. I don't.
But that's exactly how it feels like. It's okay. If you want her to leave, I'll leave. So you can stay here with your family.
She hasn't left? Is she not leaving this house?
No, Mama, I cannot afford to lose my wife. I mean, if she leaves, my wife is also going to leave.
Then both of them should go.
Mom, I can't do that. That's a bit much. I can't afford to lose my wife.
Oh, you're being disrespectful to your mother.
Mom, I am not being disrespectful to you. I respect my wife. And I'm sorry, that's something I cannot do.
You see why I can never acknowledge you as a son? You are useless.
If I ever did something wrong, I'm sorry. If I ever said something wrong, I'm sorry. I have you here with me yet I'm lonely.
Sis, I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm sorry for putting you in that spot. Sis,
it's okay. Just forget about it. But next time, please don't be rude to her. For whatever reason, at least she's like a mother to us.
Sis, I understand. But don't you think they're taking advantage of you? I mean, they're doing too much.
They might be doing too much, but they're still family. And we cannot arrive at anything if we are both mad.
But some person, you know.
So please, I don't want to stay here to be chaotic. I'm already passing through a lot. I know how to handle them, okay?
I promise you.
Please,
so I get to help now.
I beg. I don't need you to fight for me. I can fight for myself.
Me, I stand for you. Trust me now. I am standing with you, my sister. Hey, Jesus, this house, God, just help me. Let me know my peace.
I think it's about time you use your mother to get what you want. Demand money from your brother. Something huge so you can reinvest in your business. Your brother wants validation so badly that if your mother is willing to give him that, he will empty his bank account for you. Yes. Seize this opportunity and talk to your mother about it.
You have a point. Yeah, you have a point. I'll talk to my mom about this. I am sure she's going to help me out.
Of course she will.
She knows she loves me so much.
So, think big. Come up with a big proposal so we can cash out. Do you understand?
Don't worry. I can handle this. Okay? I'll talk to my mom.
No, yeah. Honestly, I am tired. I'm tired. I don't even know what to do anymore. This house has practically turned into a war zone.
You see the reason why I told you shouldn't allow them come in the first place. This is the reason why. Because I know all this thing will surely happen.
But what do you expect me to do? These are my in-laws we're talking about. My family. Was I supposed to say no? Come on.
I know, but I don't think it's the right time you start putting people in their places, especially that Prewenko or Preye of a girl.
Preye.
You need to put her in her place. If she talks to you the way you don't like, twist her mouth.
Don't you think that's going to instigate more fight? We fight every day in this house. The amount of time we spend fighting is even more than the time we stay in the dining eating. If I do that, that will cause more fight, and I really don't want that. It's just a little time. There we go. They're not going to live with us forever. Very soon they'll go back to their various lives and houses and then leave me and my husband in peace. Huh? I beg. Let peace reign.
Let peace reign. Let peace reign. Since, and the peace has not reigned yet. My sister, stand up and fight for your rights. If not, you will be awake and they'll take over everything that your husband has worked for.
That one will not happen, Sha.
It's your, my sister, it's your home. So do whatever you want. This is just an advice from a friend to a friend.
It's okay. Too like violence.
I need wine.
Hey, be fast now.
Next time, don't come to somebody's house to come and advise them on how to live their life. Should you ask her to twist my mouth? I will twist your own first.
Nothing will stop this war from happening. Look at my wife. Just look at my wife. When I see that girl, I swear, I will deal with her so bad that she regrets coming to this house in the first place. Nothing will stop this war from happening.
Hold it. Why? Every day since you came, fight. And pray. Look at you. You don't respect yourself. You don't even respect people around you. Somebody came to see your sister-in-law and you empty the bucket of water on her. You expect people to applaud you? You deserve what you got.
In my own brother-in-law's house? No. That girl needs to be arrested. She needs to be arrested.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Let me look for her. Don't worry.
You want to arrest her? Go on and arrest her. Look at you. Couple for real. Pray. What do you actually do for a living? You are that kind of dependent woman that waits for her husband to come to take over. Huh? Or girl wife.
Father-in-law, I have tried my best not to disrespect you in this house. Watch what you said to me. Your son knows me. I told him clearly that I'm not ready to work. See, I did not work in my father's house. And I'm not ready to work now. Any man that cannot take care of me should not even come my way.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
Rubbish.
What did she just say?
Dad, I am not happy. I am not happy. Look at my wife. Just imagine the nonsense. Let me see that girl first. She'll see herself.
What is he saying? I don't even understand it. Every time he opens his mouth, he spews trash, mess. Your mother has led you astray.
So, son, if you get this amount of money you're asking for, you're going to be all right.
Yes, Mom. I'll be fine. And I won't trouble you again. Please help me, Mom. I need this money. It's a business I want to invest in. 150 million naira. Mom, see, if Joe parts with this money, I won't trouble you again. I won't.
150 million naira.
Just 150 million.
It's not just though. Knowing Joe, you might not want to part with this money. But then again, your father is here. It's a stumbling block. But not to worry. Your mama would do something about it. I sure would get you that money. Trust me.
Thank you so much, Mom.
For nothing.
That's why I love you.
And I love you more.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for the day a day to take a place in your heart.
Your father invited us all out here with one intent. To ensure that we live like one big happy family. We loving each other, living in peace, being each other's keeper. Anyway, I am ready to play along, but on one condition.
Condition?
Mm-hmm.
What would that condition be?
Well, if you would give my handsome son here 200 million naira.
What? What are you saying, Alice? What has got into your head?
Well, I've made my intentions clear. It's either we want peace or the war continues.
Exactly. But if he's not willing to do that, then I don't see peace happening in this family. In fact, the fight will further increase.
What are you people even talking about?
Babe, please, calm down. It's okay. Alright, give me some time to think about it.
Huh? Time. Time is what you do not have. Alright? So, better think fast.
Alright, I'll get back to you on this. Thanks, Mom.
The ball is in your court.
Calm down now.
Calm down. What did I just hear now? That your husband should share half of his property to Prince? Hell no. What kind of entitlement is that? Huh? Don't allow that to happen, no. Don't allow it to happen because your husband works day and night for it. And he calls him to take half of it from time to time. I don't understand. We'd rather give them pieces. Come on. Yes, that's what they want. We give it to them because the peace I know can never be bought with money. Can't you see? Can't you see that your husband is being used and manipulated? Come on.
What do you want me to do?
Something.
You know my husband is a man of peace. This whole gathering is so peace will reign. This is what Papa wants. And you know my husband wants this peace to reign more than even Papa. But I know him. I know out of the goodness of his heart, he would willingly want to give Prince the money just so that peace will reign. I wish he can just open his eyes to see how they are manipulating him. But it's okay. I'll try my best to make him understand that this will not work, that they are using him, and even if he gives them the money, they will still not give him peace.
Please, pieces. I am here for you. We will give them pieces back to back, front to front. Let's give it to them because that is what they need.
It's not how you win a battle. You just have to be calm and calculating.
But don't forget you have a family. I mean, you have kids coming. Don't go and sacrifice your family, your children's future in the hand of those old and useless people. I mean, wicked people. Please.
I'll talk to him.
Please.
I will talk to him.
I can help you do that. Me, I can talk. I can help you talk to him.
Wait, so you mean you want to give your brother 200 million naira? Why?
Look, I'm willing to do anything just to make sure that my family is fine.
Hey.
And if that's what he wants, I'll give it to him.
Really? Wait, you think giving him the money will make everything fine? Come on, babe. Think. Use your head. Look, I'm not trying to be the enemy of progress here. I also want peace in this house. But I know your mom. Your mom will not hold on to her own end of the bargain. I know her very well. You and I also know this for a fact. Maybe they will just pretend to give you peace for like a second so that you think everything is fine. But I know she will slowly go back to her old ways. Think. Don't let them use you. You're too kind. Use your head, not your heart this time.
Set me for who I am and tear this world down that's between us. If I ever did something wrong, I'm sorry.
Okay. So how much is that going to cost? Because the last time I met with them, they offered me about 50 million for it. Okay, as soon as you get to the company and you've submitted the approval, let me know. All right, thank you. Mom, is everything okay?
I'm very desperate with what I asked of you. And so I'm here to tell you what I can do for you.
And what is that, Mom?
You see, if you accept to give my son the 200 million I asked for, then I'll acknowledge you as a son.
I can see how happy you are with the greed written all over your face and your body. What do you intend to achieve? Huh? You want to steal. But guess what? When money is taken away from the owner, the thief do not know the pen the owner went to get it. The same way you get it is the same way you spend it easily. You and your husband will not amount to anything good.
Are you done? No, tell me, are you done? All I know is that your brother-in-law is going to give us half of everything he owns. That's more than enough for me. That's the consolation price. So if you want to insult me for that, I don't have your time. Say whatever you want to say to me. I'm just looking forward to how I'm going to be spending my millions.
What goes around comes around. You know one thing, depression and greed has killed a lot of people. I just pray you realize what you were doing before you head to your distraction. Excuse me.
Thank you, Mr. Lecturer. Sorry, thank God I came to your class. Don't worry, I'll copy your reference notes. Rubbish.
Joe, there's the document. Everything is ready. Get it signed.
You don't have to just sign this.
What? What's the meaning of this? What nonsense?
I will not watch you ruin the life of my son. Not in this life, not now, not ever. Alice, who do you think you are? That you want to deceive my son, to acknowledge you as his mother, so that you can take everything from him and hand it to Prince. Do you care for him?
I don't care about him. I will not care about him, and I will never ever care about him. He's not my son. The only person I care for is my son.
It's not your son. What is going on here?
It's okay, please. Dad, are you saying that I am not her son?
Oh, please. Don't you understand it? Don't you get it? Have I not shown you in the way I treat you, the way I talk to you, that I don't care about you, that I'm not your mother? Are you such a dunce too that you don't understand?
What is she talking about? What is she saying?
Mama, please explain. What exactly is happening here?
Dad, what is going on?
So, in truth, your mother is no more. I and Alice here, we got married for a long time, for years. She couldn't conceive. Then, as things go, one thing led to another. I met a woman. I impregnated her. And she died at childbirth. And that child is you. So, I brought you home, gave you to Alice to raise. She was bitter, angry. Then, after a while, she got pregnant and gave birth to Prince here. And she claimed that all that happened to her happened because of me.
Yes! You cheated on me! And then you came back with this souvenir and you dumped it on my laps, expecting me to love it. Oh no, I'm sorry to disappoint you. There is no way I would love him. I will never take care of you. I don't care about you. You are not my son and I will never ever be a mother to you.
If that is the case, why was he given any property when I am the legitimate son? I should get everything.
Yes!
Dad, you cheated on my mother. You? When all she did was love you. How dare you, Dad? How dare you? You're so shameless, so disgusting, so annoying to say the least. And here you are, talking about morals when you have none. You see that property? It belongs to me. It's all mine. I deserve it, not him. And I'm going to get every bit of it. I mean, everything.
After all these years. Dad, after all these years and you didn't tell me. You kept this away from me? And you watched me try to look for validation from my mother.
Oh, please.
Son, I couldn't bring myself to tell you. I didn't want to ruin the fun you had. That feeling of a complete family. But she doesn't love you, she doesn't want you, and she doesn't care about you.
He ruined my life. He took away my happiness. You did. So there's no way I would ever love you.
It's all beginning to make sense now. But you know what? It still doesn't change the fact that my husband here is his biological son. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm so relieved that you're not his mother. Because it's obvious where he got his good morals from.
What is that supposed to be?
I said what I said. He's too good for you. Obviously, we can see now where you got your bad behavior from your mother. Like mother, like son.
Very stupid.
Are you mad?
Don't you dare insult me.
Look, if...
You stop! You stop!
Hey!
Stop! What are you doing? Stop!
Stop! You see what I'm doing? Wait, please stop! Stop! Jesus!
Have you seen what you've got?
What have you done?
What you've got? You've got this!
Dad! Dad!
I'm so sorry. We lost him.
I've been waiting for the day, a day to take a place in your heart, to see me through your eyes, accept me for who I am, and tear this world down that's between us. If I ever did something wrong, I'm sorry. If I ever said something wrong, I'm sorry. I have you here with me, yet I'm lonely. So please tell me, why won't you love me? Why won't you love me? Is it something I said or something I did? Is it who I am? Why won't you love me? Why won't you love me? Is it something I said or something I did? Is it who I am?
It's really unfortunate he had to die like this. So unfortunate. I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him so much. How am I going to live without him? How? But then again, what do? It's life. God gives and God takes. I think all we need to focus now is how to get his will read and know what to do next. Yeah.
What exactly did you just say?
Reality. Get his will read. Know who gets what and get out of this place. Yeah.
If I hear you repeat that one more time, now that I know that you're not my brother, I will treat you like the thief that you are.
I said what I said. Get his will read and get out of this place immediately. Barrister Jude, I hope you're still coming tomorrow as agreed. Alright, good. Let's get this over and done with. I'll be expecting you. So finally, tomorrow, I'll get what I want and get out of this place. Sorry, old man. I'm so sorry you had to go. Yeah. I'm going to miss you. But then, it's life. Dust we come, and dust we shall return. I need to get my own share of this property and know what to do with my life. Take my life to the next level. Tomorrow.
Do we have to do this now?
Well, it's up to you to decide. If you still need more time, then...
No. Just read it and let's get this over and done with. You're here already.
Okay. Okay, the will says, I, Chief Davison Ekwedike, is writing this in my full senses. Neither am I under duress or under any kind of pressure. I do not have much left, but I want to settle my children. You, my wife, that is, as for my wife, I give her the house that we are living in, the one that belongs to us, and she is going to be paid a salary of 500,000 naira every month for the rest of her life. For my son, Prince, I leave 50 million naira to add to whatever business he is doing and to progress as he has my blessings. And then every other thing I have, money, property, everything goes to Joe, my first son, for his perseverance, his support, and his hard work for making the company grow under...
Enough! That's enough! What are you talking about, Mr. Lawyer? What are you saying? What exactly is the color of your problem, sir? Please tell me. I'd like to hear it. What are you talking about? That my father gave me, his legitimate son, 50 million naira? To do what? To start crayfish business or what? With all the money he has? So you're saying nonsense! That is what you're saying! I'm not going to accept this. I will not accept this will. It's never going to happen. Never!
Please calm down. This is actually what your father's will says.
Barrister, it's obvious that this will was doctored. And I'm sure Joe did it. You paid him to doctor the will. I won't take it. Totally unacceptable.
Where is the respect for my dead father? And the regard you all hold for him? You saw him open and read this will in front of everybody. Yet you say that I doctored this.
Lies.
Of what use is that to me?
Lies! Cheap! Lies! You expect me to believe this nonsense you just read? Lawyer, maybe there's a mix-up somewhere, you know. Maybe you're actually reading the wrong way, because what nonsense is this? I am not going to accept this will. And you know what? I am going to contend this will in court.
Good.
I will get what rightfully belongs to me. I am the legitimate son. Rubbish! Rubbish! Come on. Rubbish! Rubbish!
Baby!
Rubbish.
Baby! Calm down, okay?
15 million. What am I supposed to do with that money? It's not cheap! Is this what I got into this marriage for?
You doctored this. And you're part of it. Sneaky, sneaky angel. That's what you are.
But I think you can contest it.
Mature! Gina.
You are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love, and we still but we don't see eye to eye. We always fighting, but bro, you are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love, and to stick together, even though we don't see eye to eye.
This is not the time for you to scream and destroy things. It's time for you to be tactful and act. You cannot allow your brother to take everything. Do you hear me? This time around, you need to act big. Think of a good plan that will settle you for life. Don't be petty.
Hello. I have a job for you. We need to meet tomorrow. It's really urgent.
Something wrong, I'm sorry. If I ever said something wrong, I'm sorry. I have you here with me and I'm lonely. So please tell me, why won't you love me? Why won't you love me?
Hello? What? What do you mean? What do you mean you have my mother? ₦200 million naira. Who is this? I said, who is this? What do you mean 200 million naira? I mean, how on earth are we supposed to pay 200 million naira for an old woman? Huh?
Prince, do you even listen to yourself when you talk? You know, sometimes I prefer you with your mouth shut.
Look, the question here is she even okay?
I totally support my husband. 200 million. Even if we see Mama, I'm sure she's not even worth that much.
Are you worth anything? You and your husband combined, are you both worth a penny? Of course Mama is worth everything. So shut it.
Watch your mouth.
You watch your small mouth.
I only aired my opinion. If you don't like it, do you have to comment?
This time, shut it.
Please, can we stop this fighting? That's not what is important right now. We have to figure out how we can raise 200 million naira to save Mama.
That's a question. How are we going to get 200 million naira?
Wait. I hope you guys aren't expecting me to cough out money from the 50 million they gave me. It's not going to work. Obviously, it's not going to work.
So you're trying to tell me that you're not going to donate a penny?
You're the other brother, so do something.
Oh, now you know. And I thought you were the special son.
Alright, I guess I have to sort this out tomorrow.
That is why you are the elder brother.
Oh.
Do something. Yeah.
Now you know.
My love, you don't need to worry yourself, okay? I heard what happened. It's okay. Just brighten up, okay?
We're still trying to get over the fact that Papa has left us. Now, Mama, what have you done to deserve this?
It's okay. Okay, let's just pray that she's fine wherever she is, okay? I know everything will be fine. She will come out safe.
And they're demanding for 200 million naira.
That is way too much.
Exactly.
But anyways, you can't compare money and life. We just have to pray. Also, she will be fine. You know these people, they are heartless.
And that's my fear. No, Mama is not getting any younger. She's an old woman. What kind of stress would they be subduing her to?
It's okay. Just calm down. Oh, she'll be
fine.
Cheer up. Fine woman. Just have to
beg. Thank you so much for coming.
The office was fine today. Everybody missed you. Cheer up, fine girl.
Thank you.
Let's go inside. Oh.
Just want to take some fresh air here. It's okay. Have they sent the address?
That's what I'm waiting for. The money and everything they need is ready.
Why are they demanding money?
Well, because they don't want to carry bulk money. It's easier to carry the money in dollars and escape. But that's not important right now. Getting my mother back is. Yeah, they just sent the address.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Please be careful.
Sorry, where is Prince? Shouldn't he be coming with you guys?
Prince went out. He went for something very important.
I'm sure that's more important than the life of his mother.
Please, can you go and get your mother back? Because I know that the 200 million you're holding right there would have been better for something else. But who am I to say that? If they hold Mama for some time and she did not give them anything, they will let her go, knowing she's a bad business. But no, you want to go and waste. Will you just shut up?
Babe, please just be careful, okay?
Can you think for 1 second and stop sounding like your husband? No amount of money can replace anyone's life.
And a human being can just fall and die.
Shut up! Just go, okay? Be careful. Alright, just let me know what goes on. Okay. Oh, bad crack are the oops.
This smell.
Waste of money.
This 200.
Do you have the money?
Yes, we have the money, but I want to see my mother first.
She's with us.
Joe, I'm here.
Let your man bring the money. Why I release your mother? And don't be stupid.
Let's go.
No, please, no. Let's get her to the hospital. Open the door, open the door. Mom, are you okay? No! Oh no! Guy, what be your problem now? Now you talk say we no shoot. Why go shoot? Why you shoot?
Guy, calm down. Calm down.
Guy, what they do like that? I beg.
I don't shoot. Look where they drag unnecessary dragging. And to move forward with the cocoa. So when I calm down.
So which way now?
What next?
Which way? The idea be say I go give her 50 M. When I go share around. Then me I go collect 150 because na me get the deal. Until say next time day. So na guys behave on herself, accept the matter as they go. This go always come around. So when I come, I wanna behave on herself. No time. Sharp.
Move!
You are my brother. We don't have nobody if we only got each other. All we need is one love and we stick together.
Mama. Joe. You don't want to come close. Please.
Mama, we thought we lost you. You gave us quite a scare.
Joe, you saved my life.
Mama, I would have come to your help. I'd have done anything to save you.
Where's Prince? Did he make away with the money?
What money?
He was the one. My son was the one that kidnapped me.
Jesus.
He told me to go outside.
Oh, not again.
A day to take a place in your heart, to see me through your eyes, and set me for who I am. Until
Hello? Where are you? Okay. I'm coming out. What would that be?
I'm sorry. I have you here with me, yet I'm lonely. So please tell me why.
And then his friends carried me away. My goodness. He asked me for 200 million naira.
So Prince did all of this for money. And he kidnapped his own mother.
Did he escape with it?
Well, sadly, no. The people he contacted to kidnap you actually turned against him. They didn't keep to their end of the bargain. They shot him.
Is he dead?
No, Mama, please.
No.
He's not dead, Mama.
He's not dead. He was rushed to the hospital. He's okay. He'll be okay.
My own son. You did all this for me, knowing how I feel about you. Forgive me, my son. Forgive me.
No. Mama, after all this time, I kind of understood that you hated me. And you showed me so much pain. But regardless of that, Mama, you took me in and you raised me with these hands. And for that reason, you will always be my mother. And I will always do everything in my power to take care of you. Mama, 200 million is just money. But I think your life is worth a lot more than that.
You're truly a son. My own son. I'm sorry for everything. I'm truly sorry.
It's okay.
I want to thank you both for coming to see me. I really appreciate it. I know I've been silly. I've been acting weird. I've been a shadow of myself all along. I'm not even worthy to be called your brother-in-law. I just hope my mother, my brother, and even you can forgive me, because I have wronged you all.
I forgive you. And I believe that everyone will also forgive you. We are family. And to err is human, to forgive is divine. I can clearly see how humbled you are and how sincere you are with your apology. If you do the same thing you just did now to the rest of the family, trust me, they'll forgive you. You know, everything happens for a reason, and I believe God has a way of calling us back from our bad ways. This is your second chance. Second chance to life. Your second chance to love your brother. To accept him, irrespective of the fact that you're not from the same mother. I'm truly sorry. to see you in this condition. I can't wait to see you smile again. This too will pass. Okay? Stay strong. We are here for you. It's going to be okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You'll be fine.
You are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love and we stick together. Even though we don't see eye to eye, we always fighting. But bro, you are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love and to stick together. Even though we don't see eye to eye, we always fighting. But bro, you are my brother.
Finally, you are here.
Where are you going to? You didn't come to see me in the hospital.
Because this is not what I bargained for. I have plans for myself. And it does not include nursing a cripple. In fact, this is where this whole marriage drama ends. You didn't gain anything, not money. So what am I staying here for? To suffer?
But that's your husband you're talking to.
Please spare me that. When he was getting married to me, he knew that I was there for the money. Ha! In fact, I'm going back to my father's house, where I can be treated like a princess that I am. And as for the divorce, I will send the documents over. Mama, I'm going to miss you. I'll miss everybody.
Don't miss me.
I would have given you back this ring, but I will sell it to settle myself. Bye!
Good riddance. It's bad rubbish.
My brother, I'm so sorry that you just lost your wife. But if this is any compensation, you still have your family. We will always be there for you. And if there's anything you need, absolutely anything, please, do not hesitate to ask.
Family. The same family I have wronged all along. Family. I kidnapped my own mother.
Please don't say that. You know what they say about family bond? It's the strongest bond ever. My husband is right. We are here for you. Even though we fight, we quarrel, we say hurtful things to each other, but one thing I know for sure is that we don't let that hurt cut so deep. We are forgiving you and we'll never leave you because we love you. And everything is going to be okay. Just forgive yourself, okay? And be happy.
You know, Angel, I think your name actually depicts you. I too have wronged everyone. I treated you as a slave. I said hurtful words. I dehumanized you. For all that, I am truly, truly, truly sorry. And Joe, I refuse to accept you as a son. I'm sorry. You know, you taught me one thing. You don't have to be blood to be family. Family are those that are there for you through thick and thin. People that when you're up, they're up there with you. When you're down, they're down there with you. The most important thing is, as a family, we all stay united.
sorry, Ma. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Ma, you are home. Just be happy and embrace the good thing that comes your way.
It's okay.
You are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love and we stick together. Even though we don't see eye to eye, we always fighting. But bro, you are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love and to stick together. Even though we don't see eye to eye, we always fighting. But bro, you are my brother, brother, brother. Oh no, you are my brother, brother, brother. We are family. You are my brother. Don't take it too hard. I know it hurts to hear the words I say to you. The pain. I know that I hurt you so bad. I know that I don't deserve your love, your forgiveness. But one thing that I know, you are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love and we stick together. Even though we don't see eye to eye, we always fighting. But bro, you are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love and to stick together. Even though we don't see eye to eye, we always fighting. But bro, you are my brother, brother, brother. Oh no, you are my brother, brother, brother. We are family. You are my brother. Don't take it too hard. I know it hurts to hear the words I say to you. The pain. I know that I hurt you so bad. I know that I don't deserve your love, your forgiveness. But one thing that I know, you are my brother. We don't have nobody else. We only got each other. All we need is one love and we